Yeah. 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 What's up, everybody? And welcome to the Metal Taco Show, Taco Tuesday edition. We're here live tonight. We've had a show in a while, but we're back. And I got my brother, my co-host, the man with a plan, Erik Santos.
What's
What's
up?
up, Erik? What's up, Erik, man? Hey, it's been a while, man. We got the show back on the map, man. We got it going on tonight, guys. Erik is ready. And I got a special guest. All of a sudden, might have a few extras popping in later tonight. I got my co-host of the late night snack show that we're going to bring that back pretty soon. The Austin, let me bring him in real quick. Also, Austin, what's up, brother?
What up? What up?
What's going on, man? It's been a while, man. None of us hardly did a show in a while, man. We're back on the map again, guys. So
yeah, it's been a hot minute.
It feels good, man. It feels weird. It feels weird, man. The summer started, and it's just like nobody's streamed no more. even like our regular streamers, man. They just really haven't streamed often that much now. So, but yeah, we're back tonight. We're gonna talk about a little Marvel tonight, a little WWE, wrestling, AEW. There's a lot of big things that happened this week in there, and a lot of big things that happened over in San Diego with Marvel. Like, I mean, it was the big enchilada drop this weekend. So we're gonna, what we like, what we didn't like, and what we were expecting. It didn't happen. There's a couple of things that I was expecting that I didn't see. So we could get it at Disney. Was it the Disney D23 coming up? So we'll talk about that and what our expectations are. But Austin, tell everybody about your channel and all that and what's going on, man.
Yeah, I don't really do much on my channel that much anymore, but recently I did a stream where I reviewed Thor: Love and Thunder, which it nearly has 200 views, which I guess I got to do more Marvel stuff because that's the bread and butter, I suppose. But I'm also a big wrestling fan, and I occasionally do a show with Shadowhunter and Deshaun, and we good old wrestling. We had a wheel previously, but I think this next episode's going to be about this whole Vince. Vince is gone. Triple H is back in. Wow. Long-term storytelling at its finest.
Wow. Hopefully NXT is back. Hopefully WWE will be back to its standards.
We shall see. It'll basically just be me and the boys just talking about what we would like to see out of Triple H's new regime, and we'll also be doing a special tribute to Vincent K. McMahon, the man, the myth, the legend. He's insane, he's old, and he's Vince McMahon. I agree. And I just do a bunch of other stuff too, so just go and check me out. Jason, thanks for having me on, man.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. Yeah, I heard Vince might be taking over the Playboy Mansion. All those these mystery women coming out for the years. So we never know with good old Vince, man. But I mean, we did lose I think what People Power Man got kicked out too. I heard. What's his name?
John Laurinaitis.
Yeah, he's no longer there also. So yeah, it's gonna be that's the man right there. If anybody can bring it back, that's the man can bring it back because he's the one who made NXT what it was, and when they took it away from it, it just went to garbage. So he can hopefully, I'm hoping he brings NXT back to normal. Well, Erik just saw an NXT show. Last week, Erik?
Yeah. Saturday. Yeah, it was good.
Oh, it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty decent. I heard the Coco show sucked, but the one I went to was pretty good at the Melbourne Auditorium.
But was it as good as the ones we used to go in the past? I mean, I don't know.
It was fairly decent. I mean, yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the women's match was pretty decent.
Was the Rock's daughter there?
Yes.
Oh, she was there. Okay. Did she wrestle? Or I know they said she's going to be debuting pretty soon if she has already.
Yeah, she wrestled. Wrestled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, rumor also
a 3-woman tag. Originally it was for the belt, but then it became a 3 tag team match.
Wow. A rumor is the Rock's might be. They keep saying the Rock is possibly buying the WWE. So Let's see what happens then. So that would be weird. The Rock become the new owner, and Triple H has to work for the Rock. That would be kind of interesting to see. Interesting to see.
Yeah.
Anybody watching? Anybody to chat? If you got any questions when we're going over some of this stuff, hey, shoot them toward us. We're not experts, but hey, but we'll give you the best of our opinions and what we think about this when it comes to wrestling or Marvel or different things. And just shoot it away if you got a question, and we'll answer the best we can. Well, I mean, I want to start with the Marvel thing first. Let me see. Let me share one of these things. Where are we at? There, okay. All right, let me do this one. Let's see. So, all right, let's see. Is it on there? Did it come up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there it goes. Okay. All right. So what I mean, what do you, I mean, Austin? What I mean when you saw that at first, and we're missing two. We're missing the two. Fantastic Four and the two Avenger movies. But I mean, what did you think when you first saw that lineup? I mean, was you pleased or?
So the thing is, and this is going back with this previous phase. Phase 4 overall has been not great. In fact, I'd say it's been pretty bad. Like, other than a few things here and there, I think Phase 4 has been rough. And when I saw the lineup for Phase 5, I'm like, yeah, it looks okay, but Phase 4 looked pretty good, and then the execution for that was bad. So it's kind of like, you know, and don't get me wrong, there's a couple things in there that I am excited for, like the Daredevil show and Guardians of the Galaxy, and Blade. But everything else just sounds very hit and miss. Like, Ant-Man the Wasp, I'm only really interested for Kang, and the leaks for it just don't sound interesting. I mean, Secret Invasion, like, that might be okay too. Like, Echo, like, who gives a shit about Echo? Like, the Marvels, like, if Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel are anything to go by, it's gonna be trash. And Loki season 2, enough said. And then
I knew you'd be thrilled about that one.
Yeah, geez, it was incredible, that news. Like, Ironheart, I really don't like the character, so I really had no interest. Like, Agatha, again, it might be okay, but I'm just not interested. Captain America, the New World Order, I guess Captain America is going to become Hollywood Captain America. And he's going to...
Hulk Hogan in that one. Hogan's going to show up in that one. They'll have a Hollywood Hogan. I knew Loki too would. I know you'd be thrilled about that one. The Agatha, I'm wondering if they changed the name of it. It was the House. I thought they were going to do a prequel of that show. When she was in the Salem, with the witches and stuff. But I'm not sure. I mean, the way they got it, I'm wondering if she's gonna maybe she's gonna find Wanda under those, maybe Wanda, she's going to want to bring Wanda back or something, I'm not sure about that one now.
She's going to become a hero.
Yeah, I mean, they really, well, even there it says 2023, 2024. They don't even sure when it's, Ironheart, I wanted to see Armor Wars first. I'm hoping they still do Armor Wars. That's the one with a War Machine and stuff. So, I'm actually hoping they do that. I would have rather her just been in Armor Wars instead of her own show, but we'll see. I'll see how it is. Marvel's, it's just another, if it's another, Captain Marvel first one, I'm not really interested in it. Let's see what happens. I think it and Secret Invasion is probably going to tie in together because I think it's pretty much the Skrulls, whatever happened there, they'll go into the Marvels. Echo, I really don't understand him doing this show. I heard Daredevil's going to be in it, and Kingpin's going to be in it again. But I would have put her in the Daredevil series. I really don't understand why have her own show, but I guess they have more faith in her. Ant-Man, I know. I heard MODOK might be in it. or he's already confirmed. I'm not 100% sure. They said. I'd like to see what they do with Kang on there. Um, Guardians. I like to see how they finish it off. I really enjoyed the two Guardian movies, so see that. Loki. Hope it gets better than the first season. I'm really interested in Blade. I hope they make it rated R. They say that Daredevil 3 is they're going to announce it at the Disney show. Disney what's it, D23? I guess their full thing, and it probably is going to be entered. It's going to be put in between somewhere between Daredevil and Thunderbolt, somewhere in that area. That's what some people were saying. And if it stays rated, if they keep it rated R, I hope they do the Blade rated R also. So
Yeah, they have to make it rated R.
yeah, I'm hoping. I heard some more rumors they'll announce the rest of the stuff. Like the Captain America, we'll see. See how that might tie in with the Thunderbolts a little bit because some of the characters are in there with Zemo and all that. And then I'm missing the other thing, but they had the Fantastic Four and the two massive Avenger movies, the Kang Dynasty and the Secret Wars. So assuming we're probably going to get a some kind of mutant X-Men movie in that next phase. Rumored there's a Nova show or Nova movie. There's a rumored Wonder Man show or movie. What else was there rumored? What else
I think there's a Fantastic Four movie coming out in 2026.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's announced already. That's for the phase 6. It's the first movie of phase 6. And trying to think what else I've heard. Like the Daredevil, we know that's coming. World War Hulk, I've heard that might be a possibility. Rumors they might bring back Inhumans. I'm not sure. I figured they would brought them with Miss Marvel, but they sort of changed that. With the Secret Wars thing coming out, there got to be some more. Erik, you popped out.
I'm back in.
Oh, there you are. They got to have with the Secret Wars, especially the Secret Wars. They got to have something else in there. I was sort of figured they got to bring the X-Men in. Well, they're going to do a Shang-Chi too. I'm trying to think what else other shows and rumors. I know they're supposed to do another. Well, when the Namor coming in, we might have another. A Namor.
What? Deadpool.
Well, Deadpool. They said that's confirmed, but they haven't announced it yet. It's supposedly it's going to be in Phase 5. It's supposed to be what I've heard in between that Captain America movie and the Thunderbolts, somewhere in that area. So, that's there. You're bringing some mutants in there. So, see, it's sort of there's some real great things Kevin Feige brought out, and then there's some things that's like, it's. You brought those two Avenger movies out. The Secret Wars is supposed to be like the biggest Infinity War type saga type show, but we still need Galactus. We need Doctor Doom. There's a lot of characters missing, and they're making a lot of these shows and movies. They're making it, or like D or C characters while they're bring in the Silver. We need the Silver Surfer in there. We need Galactus in there. We need Doctor Doom. If they actually want to do Secret Wars, correct, we need the mutants in there. If you want to do Secret Wars right, so I'm hoping, instead of like I said, the Echo and the Ironheart. There's a lot better characters they could have put in them positions. I think. And even Agatha. I guess, it might be a good show, but, it's kind of, what do you think, Austin, about it? What do you?
Well, I'm not a big fan of the Marvel shows as a whole. So, Agatha is like one of those things where it's like, I think just make it a prequel or something. Like, I don't really care to see her after WandaVision because she's like one of those villains that you see once and it's like, oh, okay, she works here, but I don't want to see her again. Like, I don't want to see anything after that. Like, don't make her an anti-hero. Just keep her a villain if you're gonna do a show.
Oh yeah.
And just make a prequel or something. And if you're gonna have to do something afterwards, just like keep her a villain. If they turn into an anti-hero, then it's like, well, I guess every villain now is gonna be an anti-hero, like type of thing. Where next thing you know, Santos is gonna come back and he's gonna be the anti-hero. It's like,
well, it's like Craven the Hunter movie that coming out with Sony's doing. Oh my God, I'm hearing he's supposed to be an animal activist. You know, hunting the people, hunting the animals. He's sort of like a Tarzan thing. I'm like, what? I'm like, what the hell is that? Here's the problem. The other day I was telling Eric, I said, I finally got to see Morbius, and I was like, oh my God, I was like, what a waste of my. It was about an hour and a half movie, a waste of my time watching that movie. I mean, at least I got to see it, so I cannot complain. I complain it and not see it. I did see it, and I was like, the movie did not make no sense. And I even Venom 2, I saw it the other day. I did not like that one either. I was like, I don't know what Sony's doing. I'm like, and I'm thinking, damn it. I'm like, what? That's what I'm afraid of. Some Marvel doing some of these movies like this. I'm like, you know, do the character right or don't do them at all, you know?
yeah, I like, honestly, Sony is just bad. I just don't like them for just the main reason being that they're idiots and they don't know what they're doing. Like Venom, Morbius, and now Craven. It's like they're going down the whole list of, you know, Spider-Man villains, and they're just like, all right, let's fuck them up somehow. And then they're gonna do one with Bad Bunny with the wrestler. I'm like,
yeah.
Are they on crack?
I don't know, man. After seeing Morbius, I've sort of lost faith in him. I mean, I was after, you know, Spider-Man, but you know, Kevin Feige had a big hand in that one. But that Morbius movie is like, what in the hell? And especially the end credit, you know, everybody kept talking about it. So, and I'm like, where he, the Vulture just comes out of nowhere. Oh, we can hunt Spider-Man, or you know, I'm like, dude, he don't even know who the hell Spider-Man is, and it's like. I mean, now he's a bad guy. That's why I couldn't figure out, if, you know, way they made him. He wasn't a good guy, wasn't a bad guy. Just the whole damn origin sucked. The origin story I thought sucked in it. Special effects were bad. And it was like, God almighty. I was like, I was really wanting to see that movie in the theater. And I was like, God, thank God I didn't see that. You know, at least it got delayed. So I just didn't get to see it. I would have been pissed off that I saw that movie in the theater. It would be like another Wonder Woman 84 to me. It was just terrible. Yeah. To me, this whole summer, the movies have sucked this summer. I mean, I've seen most of them. Top Gun is about the only movie I've really enjoyed this summer. That's a sad thing, but that's the only movie I've really, really enjoyed.
Oh, yeah, Top Gun.
What's up? Sorry at work, but Sony needs to make. Gee, I guess if you're able to, I think I sent you the thing in your Twitter. But if you're at work, you may not be able to pop on, bro. But yeah, he says, "What up? Sorry to work, but Sony needs to stop making movies for Spider-Man villains without Spider-Man." Exactly. I mean, then if you're going to combine them again, then they're going to have to fight Spider-Man, or they're going to fight with Spider-Man. It's not going to make. It doesn't make sense what they're doing.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like, I think Top Gun, and I agree. I think Top Gun not only is it the best movie of the summer, but it was probably the best movie this year. Just because it's just really good. Jurassic World, I think we talked about it a little bit. Jurassic World was not very good. I saw that movie in theater, and I was fucking miserable watching it. Like, wow. It was.
What's up, Big O?
Big O.
Hey, I was gonna say, subscribe, guys. To Big O. Big O is like, he's got his channel is booming right now. So, guys, if you ain't subscribed to the Big O Show. Awesome guy. I'm gonna try to get him up here one day. He ain't able to come up today, but he's gonna try to come up with us one day. But awesome channel. He has some awesome reviews and all that. But yeah, like you said, I was another movie I saw on stream. Oh, I say streaming, but you know what kind of stream. But it was not. It was very disappointing. I hope they don't make another one. I've heard they're going to make another trilogy. I hope they don't make another. After this one, I was like, I'm done with Jurassic. Because it's just making the original movies worse and worse as they keep going. You know,
like it honestly, Jurassic World Dominion had to be one of the worst experiences I've ever had in a theater. Like, it was so boring that I was like sitting there waiting for this movie to end. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, the only thing that was good in the movie was Jeff Goldblum, and that's just because he's Jeff Goldblum. Like, seeing the old actors again were cool, but it's like that was it. Like, once you got past that, the story was boring. Like, there was like locusts for some reason, and then like locusts on fire. Like,
the big locusts. Yeah.
It was just so confusing. And then, you know, Peter Parker's dad from like the first Amazing Spider-Man movie was in it, and he was like the main villain. And I'm just like, what is happening? It's like, it makes no sense. And then like Blue, who was like one of like the main characters of this in the trilogy, was only in the movie for like 2 scenes. I'm like,
her baby was in more than her. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like you saying Jeff Goldblum's the only best thing. It's sort of like Independence Day 2. If he wouldn't have been in that movie, it would have been trash too. He was the only thing that made that movie any good. So I don't know. I hope they don't make another one. I like I said, I watched it and I was like, I said, thank God. It was another one. Thank God I didn't see it in the theater. I think Eric, you saw it in the theater, didn't you?
Which one?
See that one? Jurassic World. Is that the one
No,
you saw?
no. Yeah, I saw the Top Gun, but not.
Oh, Fantastic Beasts is the one you saw. What? Did you see that one?
Fantastic Beasts, yes.
Oh, that was god awful too. That was another god awful film this summer.
I didn't see it because I don't like Fantastic Beasts, and yeah, even without seeing it, I would have told you that was probably going to be bad. Like, the Fantastic Beasts, like, I like the original first 8 Harry Potter movies. The Fantastic Beasts films, on the other hand, not a fan. It's like, ugh.
Well, we haven't really talked about, because I've been waiting for G. Because me and G was going to do a stream, and we just haven't been able to do it. It's the Thor. Since we all seen, have you seen Thor yet, Eric?
No, I haven't.
Well, do you mind if we ruin it a little bit for you? I mean, it's. Trust me, you might not want to go see in the theater. I mean, it's okay, but it wasn't the best movie I've seen in a while. MCU. I was going to ask you, Austin, do you think Axl Rose and Slash got a little profit from this movie?
I would hope so.
I was like, well, they had the Guns N' Roses song in the beginning. I was like, oh, that's awesome. They it themed to. But it was like every scene had a different. My son liked it because he likes Guns N' Roses, but every scene had a Guns N' Roses song. And then the kid, Heidel's son, he named himself Axel. He's wearing a Guns N' Roses shirt. In his room there's Guns N' Roses posters, and there's Guns N' Roses like merchandise like all over the movie. If you watch it, it was like. I heard it quite with TD. I guess that's one of his favorite bands. But I was like, wow, they just really advertised Guns N' Roses, And I don't know if that maybe it was the Chinese Democracy album, and it made the movie bomb or something. But I was like, I mean, it's cool to have Guns N' Roses. Like I said, but I wasn't expecting like every fight scene to have a Guns N' Roses song. It was like, okay. I mean, they played Sweet Child of Mine, Welcome to the Jungle, Paradise City. What else they have? The one he's on the boat. I think they even had November Rain in there too. It was like you could hear sometimes they didn't sing, but they had the melody. That one, it's a one that he's like on Axel's on a boat. It's like a 12-minute song. It's a pretty cool song, but it was in the melody. You could hear it, but the movie was all right. It just was to me, it was too short, too choppy. Gore, I enjoyed Gore, but I wish that it did more with him. I would like to see him kill some more gods. He was like, he was there at the beginning and he was just gone. I mean, I like that. The Zeus thing was a little cringy, a little bit. We had him like twinkle toeing out there. That was a little cringy. And I'm not. And it had I was surprised. How they. I don't know if this movie got banned in some countries because I know, uh, Multiverse of Madness got banned because she was wearing a little, LDG pin. I mean, there was a lot of, LDGB reference. Well, I mean, the Rock guy, Korg, he was talking about him and another Rock guy, having a Rock baby or something. So it was like, okay. So I was surprised that movie didn't get banned in some of the countries. They probably would have heard it or even heard it worse. But it was like I said, I was hoping Beta Ray Bill was in it. He wasn't in it. I guess we got spoiler if anybody ain't seen it. Hercules is at the end of it, and supposedly that was another rumor that we're going to get an announcement of a Hercules movie. It's going to be a Thor Hercules movie. But it's Hercules. It's going to be like the, I guess Thor's going to take a backseat to Hercules or something. It's going to be what I was seeing. Something said Hercules, the Rise of the Gods or something. But, so that's rumored. So that's not take it with a grain of salt. But like I said, I was expecting a little bit more. I've heard it got chopped down like really bad. So, possibly we could have saw some more stuff. But like I said, it wasn't the best. I mean, there was some cool scenes in it. It wasn't the best movie. It wasn't the worst movie. So it wasn't no Morbius, at least, thank God. So, but
yeah, I mean, to be fair, I went into Thor: Love and Thunder expecting garbage because the trailers didn't look that good, and I'm like, and especially coming off Multiverse of Madness, and I didn't like that, so it was like, I don't know.
I didn't either. Everybody said how great it was. I was disappointed with it. To me, I was really disappointed with Doctor Strange 2.
Now, I'm going to say this, and this is going to be controversial to a lot of people. I thought I'm actually going to agree with you, Jason. I think Love and Thunder was not that bad. I think it's fine. It's a serviceable popcorn movie. I wouldn't necessarily recommend going to a theater and watching it. I'd say wait until maybe it's on Disney Plus or DVD or whatever, because it's not that good. It's just like it's fine. It's and I would rather watch Thor: Love and Thunder again over Multiverse of Madness because there's a lot of other factors to it too. Because one, I didn't pay to see Love and Thunder, but I did pay to see Doctor Strange, and also I went and saw Doctor Strange opening weekend, which and that is the first time I actually ever did that with a Marvel movie, and it is the last time I'm going to do it with a Marvel movie because that was such a disappointing and frustrating experience that I'm like, I'm over this.
Yeah, Marvel's been weak this year, I would say. Well,
Yeah.
we got She-Hulk left. I Am Groot, which is not pretty much going to save it. And Wakanda. How about Wakanda Forever? What do you think about the trailer that came down?
I saw the trailer and I'm just like, it's like one of those things where I don't know how to feel about it. You know what I mean? Like it looks good, but at the same time, I'm like, if the leaks are true and they go the way they're gonna go with it, it might not be great, type of thing. Like, because I think the first Black Panther is a good movie. You know what I mean? Like, I like Black Panther. And with Chadwick Boseman, passing away, it was like, oh shit. Well, now to me, it's like they maybe should have waited till maybe Phase 5 or Phase 6, so that way they like have an actual okay, because personally, you're either for the recasting or you're not. Personally, I mean, I don't know if necessarily I would have been okay with the recasting, but I don't know if I'm okay with them just being like, oh, someone else is going to be the Black Panther. and not T'Challa, you know? So it's kind of like
Yeah.
no matter what you do, people are going to be upset because on one
Yeah.
hand, if you recast, then you're quote unquote disrespecting, Chadwick Boseman and what he did, and on the other hand, if you do recast it, it's like, well, then T'Challa's story just ends and that's it, type of thing. And it's like, no matter what you do, it's almost like it's not gonna be necessarily the most welcoming of changes, shall we say? Um, I mean, the trailer looked okay. I mean, it did what it needed to do, but it's like one of those movies where I'm gonna wait until I hear people talk about it before I make my mind up to go see it, because even seeing the trailer, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Because like I'm so like, because Marvel has just been so underwhelming, and also it's like gonna be one of those movies that's gonna be like really weird to like sit through, because it's like,
Yeah.
because of what it represents, type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sort of we're going to get Namor no matter what. He supposedly before him Chad died. I mean, that was the thing. No, it was going to be Namor versus the Black Panther. I mean, Ryan Coogler, I guess he got put in a little tough spot there, especially after Chad passing away. Because he was like, well, we're still going to have this, because I'm sure Kevin Feige says we got to have Namor, because Namor is going to play a part on this. Because I mean, if you can see the trailer, I mean, the birthing scene where they're underwater, you can actually see he's still got the little wings on his feet, so they actually did that. So that's pretty cool. And I know a lot of people were upset because of they're doing the Mayan theme. He's going to be Mayan theme, but I think they're doing that, but they're still going to call themselves Atlanteans, because if you notice, like the comics, he's the only one. Like he's the only one has the brown skin, and the rest of the tribe had the bluer. And if you notice in the thing, they're all blue. Sort of got that blue like Avatar look. So at least they didn't, go and they're underwater. That's what I was a little worried about. I think we was talking about Basco and all that. It was like, are they still going to be underwater? Are they, if we're not going to be Atlanteans, are they now, just a tribe in Mexico, Mexico area? I was like, are they going to do away the whole underwater scene? But I mean, we can see they're actually going to have. And there's another, what's his? I can't think of his name, but he's one of the Atlanteans villains. I guess he's another villain there. So I'm hoping, and then they keep saying Doctor Doom is going to be probably at the end credit scene. So that's another thing. We got to get Doctor Doom in there somehow. I mean, especially they keep talking Secret Wars. Doctor Doom is like a big part of Secret Wars. So it's going to be interesting. It's a movie that's going to be really good, or it's going to fall apart like the rest of the shows and movies that we have. I'm hoping it's better. I hope it's good, but I know it might have some issues, but I'm hoping I'm definitely want to see Namor in there. And, like I said, they keep to that least. I hope even if they're Aztec, they still mention Atlantis. We are Atlanteans, but, so I hope, they keep to that at least. But, like I said, we'll, hopefully get this phase 4 out. And I mean, we got She-Hulk coming too, which, I see, I love the Daredevil scene at the end of the trailer where he flips over, does a little flip over. So that gives, we got Daredevil in there also. So that gives a little hope, but the Hulk doesn't look that good in there and all that. So
No,
I don't know. And I've heard we may get the Red Hulk, because he did the actor played the Thunderbolt Ross. I guess he did some scenes before he passed away, so we may get the Red Hulk. That's one thing I'm a little worried about the Thunderbolts. I heard that they may not have the Red Hulk. You got to have the Red Hulk in there. They got to recast that. That's what I'm worried about that show. Is they're gonna kill off the Red Hulk before we get to see the Red Hulk, just like they're doing T'Challa. So I hope they don't start doing this thing. When an actor dies, that we can't recast him. So it's the same thing for any character. We can't, you know, this we
Yeah.
can't recast him because this character. You know, I mean, God, how many times Batman been recast? How many times Superman been recast? So, yeah, we can't just like one and done a character. So, I mean, so on the other big news, I mean, DC. I didn't see it, but I heard DC didn't do a very good presentation. I heard the Brock got booed on stage.
Wow.
And Shazam looks like garbage. The second Shazam, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't. I just but the previews don't look very good. And I did not like the first Shazam movie. So, and well, The Rock supposedly something happened. They because the rumors was Henry Cavill was going to come back and play Superman to face The Rock, and sort of that didn't happen, or it's not going to happen now. And people were booing The Rock on stage while he was talking about Black Adam, which I want to see Black Adam. I mean, it looks really good, and then supposedly Snyderverse is done, officially done. They're saying that there's Warner Bros. Is accusing him of overrunning, stealing money and stuff from the budgets and all that stuff.
Oh God.
That's done with. So we'll never see no Snyderverse. So here's,
Well, to be fair about that, I'm not shocked. I mean, we all knew the Snyderverse was dead in the water. We knew after the Snyder Cut, the Snyderverse was never going to happen. And it's like, what are you going to do? I mean, and I've said this before. No one asked for the Snyderverse until after they got the Snyder Cut. It's like, you asked for the Snyder Cut, they gave you the Snyder Cut. There's nothing else that they are obligated to do. So it's like, and even then, it wasn't that impressive. So it's like,
exactly. And if they want to find out somebody's stealing money from it, they need to look at J.J. Abrams, which hasn't produced anything from him since they signed that big contract, him to take over, do DC films and stuff. He hasn't did one project for them. So they want to find out who's stealing their money. I think it's him. So, I mean, it's a shambles. I mean, I'm really excited for the Rock's movie, but pretty much what they're saying is Shazam. If Shazam 2 does not do good, they're not making a third one. And guess Shazam 2 they put up against Avatar 2, so I don't think it's going to do very good.
no.
I mean, the trailer looks like garbage. It does not interest. The plot doesn't interest me. Nothing. So I'm like, it's not. And it's supposed to see against James Cameron and Avatar 2. It's gonna look like Morbius. It ain't gonna do very good. So.
No, it's like DC is like another one that's, it's kind of sad because you see DC had probably easily had the best superhero movie thus far this year with the Batman. And if Black Adam is as good as the trailer makes it look to be, then DC will make a first 2 straight good movies in a span of a year. And Shazam looked fine, but it's like, and it's like the Super Pets movie. It's like, again, it's like, it looks like it's for kids. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I actually want to see that. Man, it looks better than some of the other stuff from them. So
yeah,
it looks funny. It looks better than Lightyear. So I probably watch it over Lightyear. So
I did not see Lightyear in theater, and I still do not plan on seeing it anytime soon.
I heard it wasn't good. I've heard some people have seen it. They said it wasn't a big of a deal. And not even the things that's controversial. They just said the story sucks and like I said on on that show basketball show. I says it's not really the thing they just overhyped about. It's not hearing Tim Allen's voice. It's same thing for Woody. If Tom Hanks doesn't do Woody, it's not going to be the same.
And also, to be fair, nobody was really in the market for a Buzz Lightyear movie. So it's kind of like the movie wasn't going to make anything to begin with because no one cared. And it's like, then you combine the controversy and Tim Allen not being in it. Like, no one.
I guarantee though, if Tim Allen would have been it would have probably did. It might not have did $1 billion, but it would have been a decent money.
Like, it would have at least made money. I don't even think it made money, to tell you the truth.
It's it's barely domestic's barely over 100. 100 million in domestic.
Jesus.
I mean, it ain't gonna make. It's like one of the lowest Pixar movies of all time. It's bad. I mean, real and I mentioned that on somebody else. Pixar's went downhill really quick too. Their last 2 or 3 films has not been that great. Also, Turning Red was okay. My kids liked it. It was funny, but I don't know if it would have made it in the theater very good. I know that Onward movie was not that great. Luca was not that great. Now Soul was really good. Now that was probably their last really good movie. Soul. I mean, besides that, it's just been just clunker movies. It's like they've lost their touch. It's like sort of the way Marvel's. They were up there. Nobody could touch Pixar, but now, I mean, you got DreamWorks and Illumination. They're making movies that's beating Pixar now. I'm sure they got the one that made millions. They're making a Illumination. I think they're called. They're making a Super Mario Brothers movie. That's going to make money.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that's supposed to come out in the holiday time or maybe the first year.
I'm only gonna go see the Mario movie just for the memes, because the fact that they got Chris Pratt to do Mario is probably the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Like you couldn't even make it up. Like everyone thought it was a joke at first, and then it was like, no.
But yeah. But that's it's crazy. I mean, I haven't seen anybody seen Nope yet. I've heard mixed reviews. Eric, have you seen Nope yet?
No. Is it good?
That's the one I haven't seen. I was going to watch it. I was going to watch it on the stream thing. If the quality's good. They say that. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people like it, and some people don't. I mean, it's one of them kind of it's kind of what they would find. What somebody said. It's sort of like it's sort of a weird, like it ain't a comedy, it ain't horror, but it's one of in between. It looks. I mean, it's got the aliens, but it's with a twist or something. That's what I've heard. I'm gonna check it out.
I think I've seen the trailer.
Yeah, the one with the horse ranch out, and they're the aliens trying to abduct them, or so they're trying to get. They're supposedly trying to get the video of the alien craft or something. I mean, it looks okay. I mean, I'll check it out. I ain't gonna go to the theater to see it, but I'll check it out. I've been wanting to see the Minions, but I was gonna go to the theater to actually see that, but then I was like, it's just too damn expensive to go. And it's like I said, it'll be on Peacock in like a couple weeks. It's like Elvis. I wanted to see the Elvis movie, but it'll be on HBO Max within a couple weeks or so. So it's kind of now. It's just I just wait till like Paramount. I mean, Top Gun. It'll be on Paramount probably within the month. They 2 or 3 months. They already dropped them on those platforms already. So. And hoping, I know we got the Halloween movie coming out. I hope Peacock just drops it on Peacock too, the same day they release it in the theaters like they did last year. So, because that movie, I want to see it, but it could be good or it could be bad. I mean, it's one of those,
yeah,
like the last one. So, I mean, I want to see it finish off, but it could be a really disappointment, or that's another one. It's just they need to leave alone for at least 20 years, and then when everybody forgot about it, we can make another one. But
that's true. I agree.
Yeah. So, well, let's give. I know Eric, you said you won't be here too long, so let's talk a little bit about wrestling since we've already dragged Marvel into the ground. Eric just went to NXT show, so he said it was pretty good. So they're touring again. We used to go to the Fort Pierce show a couple years ago before the big pandemic. So me and Eric used to go there at least once. It was once or twice, once every 2 months or every month. They used to come down there, and we went to Coco and a couple things, and we were really good. That's when Triple H was running it. Was the Black and Gold brand. was really good. So this is they're finally touring again. So I know it's changed, but now Triple H is pretty much going to be in control of it and of the other two brands. So hopefully we'll get some of what we used to get. More storylines. They lost a lot, and I think seeing Triple H is going to. I think we might get some of that talent coming back. They might be willing to come back to the W because a lot of people just read it was just hell. They were releasing people left and right. Great talent. And Triple H was kind of, what I understand, he was kind of pissed about it because they were releasing these guys in NXT before we had the storyline going, and I'm like, how do you continue a storyline when you release the guy the next week? So or the lady or the female wrestler. So Austin, what do you think? You think we're gonna get a rebirth? Because I know wrestling goes up into the pinnacle, then it just drops into the gutter. I think we're in the gutter right now. So you think we can? We're going to go back to the pinnacle like we did the Attitude Era and the NWO era and all that? You think we're possibly looking at that?
Well, I'll start out by saying this. I don't think it's going to, changes I don't think are going to happen overnight. I think it's going to slowly happen. I think, you're still going to see some of, those McMahonisms in there for at least maybe, a little bit before things really change. But can it get back to the pinnacle? Not to the peak of Attitude Era. I think it'll probably get better than what it was. I'd still say it'll be right around Ruthless Aggression type of thing, and early PD. But it
is going PG-14. It is going PG-13. I think they said they are going to up the ratings on it. So
yeah, they're going back to TV-14 from what I'm to understand.
14, yeah.
Because I actually watched Raw last night. Yeah, I know I watched Raw because I wanted to see if anything changed, and I'd say it's still the same, but you can tell it feels different. You know what I mean? Change is coming. I think the pace. The one thing I'll give it credit for is I think the pacing of it was actually rather good. But I still felt it was the same kind of crappy Raw of it's a 3-hour Raw, and the first match was it ends in a disqualification, and then it turns into a tag match. The Roman promo at the beginning was great because it's always great to see our tribal chief live and in person with 2 belts. And Theory came out with the Money in the Bank, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to cash in. And then Roman's like, your daddy ain't here anymore. And he's like, I'll be your daddy now. And then
I'll be your daddy.
And then
mentioning him, is Brock Lesnar, is he gone now? And are they going to bring Goldberg in?
No, Brock is still there. Even though I do think that it's a missed opportunity that they didn't put Brock Lesnar into that match and make it a triple threat. That would have been awesome. Oh no, I'm just kidding. The thing is with the whole Brock. Well, I'll get into the Brock Roman thing in a second, but they basically, from what I've been hearing, is that Brock actually walked out when he heard Vince, was forced to step down. And that Vince actually had to tell him, no, you do not walk out, because if you walk out, then you're walking out on me, basically. So no matter what you say about Vince McMahon, you at least have to respect that he doesn't like people walking out on, the company. If you walk out, then you're basically fucking with the fans, and if you fuck with the fans, then you're not making money.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
they heard they're going to replace him with Bill Goldberg, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, what trash.
People would have been pissed.
I was like, God, that was the rumors, because they said because all the big wrestling YouTubers were like, oh yeah, they got the rumors now that Bill Goldberg is the replacement. I was like, oh my good Lord, for SummerSlam coming up. I was like, oh God, I don't even want to see that. But Big O says, I haven't watched WWE in 3 years. I think changes will slowly happen. I think it will be maybe the next year when things take full effect. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. And, with Triple H coming back, with the Sasha Banks and all that, that might be, they can he might because that was Sasha was one of his girls, man. From NXT, and he brought her up and built that character, and so maybe that might be a way. Unless she signed with AEW, she might have already signed with AEW. I'm not sure, but I would just see. I figure Triple H is going to go back after a lot of those young guys and ladies that he mentored and pushed and brought up, and then pretty much they just taken away from him and they've thrown out the door and thrown. I think he might go try to snag a few of them back from AEW and a couple of these other smaller promotions. Because I mean he knew what he had and he built it correctly. It just they took his toys away from him, pretty much. You could say that. So
he's gonna like call Gargano. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, why don't you come on back?"
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, that was the reason a lot of people wanted to leave because, especially when they, after Triple H had his heart attack, they pretty much kicked him out. They almost kicked him out the door. There was rumors he was going to start his own promotion or something there. And people would say, "Hell, they go work for Triple H," because and Shawn Michaels, that was heard he was. I mean, that would have made him. If they would have fired Shawn Michaels, they really would have looked back because I mean, he's sort of. He's even though he is behind the scenes. I mean, he's been one of the faces of the company since early '80s. So that would have been like really bad. But like I said, you might see some Triple H's boy. They got rid of the Road Dogg. A couple of these, a lot of his boys, back behind the scenes. Maybe a lot of them guys may be getting some of their jobs back and stuff. So. And if it brings back, if it could bring some back from excitement for me to watch it. Like I said, I haven't watched Raw, and last time I watched Raw, I've seen a 3 hours and probably 15 minutes because I was just zooming through it. It was like trash. If I was them, I would go down to 2 hours. I would get rid of that third hour.
Like, I actually made a huge list of stuff that I would like to see now that Triple H is in power. I said the first major thing is to turn Raw back to 2 hours. Like, I don't mind 3 hour Raw if it's like a special episode or something. Like, how, because like I'll give you an example. Like 2011, like they would do the 3 hour shows. Like they did like the draft episode was a 3 hour show. The Raw Roulette was one that was a 3 hour, and like I don't mind 3 hour Raws if it's like done sparingly and it's like the specialty episodes, but 2 hours to me is like the comfort zone for wrestling. I think 1 hour is too little and 3 hours and over is too much. I think 2 hours is the sweet spot. Like,
yeah, to me it's the same thing as WrestleMania, having 2 days of WrestleMania. It's just WrestleMania was one day, and it's just like, oh, which better is day one or day two WrestleMania? I really didn't like that when they went to that 2-day WrestleMania thing also. So, I would cut out. They need to, like I said, like you said, cut down the programming a little bit. 2 hours. What is SmackDown still 2 hours, or they didn't go to 3 hours on that? I haven't seen it. So
SmackDown's 2.
I would even go SmackDown, go down an hour. Just because it's oversaturated. There's too much. There's too much. I hate to say there's too much wrestling on the air. Then you got AEW has 2 shows, and you got Ring of Honor. Well, I guess they're gonna have a Ring of Honor show coming. I mean, it's just too many. You got NXT. I mean, like there's 8 to 9 hours of wrestling a week. It's just too much. If you're somebody like, but if you like, okay, if you got 1 hour and 2 hours of Raw, you might watch the whole 2 hours, but 3 hours you starting to skip out after a while because especially if they start just clunking around and not doing nothing, and the first hour is trash and promos are garbage, and the freaking matches they put these jobbers fighting somebody, But if you got 2 solid hours that just keep you entertained, it's like, man, when they had especially like when WCW and WWE was fighting back and forth. I mean, I had both TVs, both watching both, and had record one and all that. I mean, I haven't had that kind of experience in wrestling in a long time. Where you like every second you're trying to get every word, because you know what the hell is going to happen. Now it's like it's just too, it's too predictable. Yeah. And what was so good about then too, if you didn't have internet and YouTube and all that, so you didn't know about a lot of these things that was going to happen. Now it pretty much sort of like the movies. You get spoiled before the damn movie starts. You already know. Cena's gonna be in the back, and he's gonna bring the do something here to Fury's vehicle or something. Before, man, it was just like boom, you didn't know what the hell was gonna happen. So it's just you hear that excitement anymore like you used to. But let's see what happens.
Yeah, I hope Triple H could fix it.
Yeah. So Eric, you got any more shows you got none this week, do you?
I think next week, next week, I believe, the Rubik's Cafe, ARW.
Oh, you going to that one?
Yeah, that's the last show on the Rubik's Cafe. They sold the place. So I heard they're going to trash it. So that's what I'm doing. I want to see what's going to happen.
Oh, wow. You're going to find Sean in a dumpster out there after the show or something. Oh, Lord. There's supposed to be a couple big stars coming to that, former NXT.
Yes, the Headbangers.
Oh, the Headbangers. And somebody else I saw. Who was at the last one? What's his name was at the last one? Old crazy guy, Sean's favorite guy. What's the guy? The guy looks like the guy who's like he stares at you. He used to be in NXT.
Dexter Loomis.
Dexter, yeah, he was at the last one. Yeah. See, that's another thing. They had that on him. They had that whole thing for months. That thing he got married and this, and then they let him go. I was like, wow. I was like, he just this whole storyline they just threw it right out the door. And didn't do nothing with it. So, but it is what it is, guys.
Yeah.
We're coming up on the hour mark. I know Erik said he's about going to have to cut it pretty soon. Anybody got anything else they want to bring up or talk about before we get out of here?
No, I think I've said everything.
And I think tomorrow night I think Basco's having a show, so definitely. I think he said he's having one. He didn't have one last week, so I'm sure he's going to be talking about some of the Marvel and the Namor stuff and all that stuff. And DC news. So we got. You going to be at that one, Austin? You going to go that tomorrow?
Maybe.
Yeah. So anybody checking out? Check Basco's scenario. 8 o'clock. Yeah, he's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. I was trying to 8 o'clock. His show be. So check it out, guys. I hadn't seen any tweets, so I don't know. He may or may not spend it. I know he was on vacation, so I thought he said he was going to do a show, but if he has to be 8 o'clock tomorrow, and maybe if Mike ain't busy, we might be doing the coffee break tomorrow too. It'd be probably after Basco's show, probably around 9. Coffee break show. I got to say he's really busy. He's coming up with some new coffee. Guys, if you want coffee, check out My Stone Coastal Cafe. We do a weekly show called Coffee Break. He's got some blueberry cobbler coffee. I bought
that one.
So and he's got some Cafe Cubano new coffee coming out, and a couple other new ones. So yeah, that sounds interesting. I wonder how that. I like to smell that, how the blueberry and stuff. Blueberry cobbler.
Yeah, I bought it. I can't wait when he ships it out.
Yeah, he was gonna pop in tonight, but he said he was busy. I think he's trying to launch that a couple more brands, so he's been really busy getting them roasts ready and all that. So check that out. So if we do tomorrow, probably at 9 o'clock, we'll probably have a show. If he's not busy, we've been trying to make sure we try to do that weekly. Erik, if you want to, I'll let you send you a link if he's doing the show or not. And then me and Austin, we're gonna have to try to get our Friday show get going again. You've been doing a lot. You've been working a lot, right? Is what?
Yeah. Yeah, that's been what's up.
How was school? School fixing to start back up for you?
Yeah, it's gonna start around end of August. So I'd say around end of August is when maybe streams will come back a little bit more full time. But right now, because with work and because I actually have to work. I actually have to work really early in the morning, so it's really hard to.
Yeah, I haven't seen you and Ninja didn't do any streams lately. I was like, I said they've been working. They must be doing a lot of work this summer and stuff. Yeah, but yeah. I'm sure there's going to be some roundtables coming up. I know we got Andor coming out, and She. What's the next one? Andor or She-Hulk? What's the next thing coming out? I think it's Andor, right?
Something like
Or
that.
I am Groot, or I am Groot. I know Danny said he's going to do the I am Groot roundtable. So I wonder if that's actually going to be a full show, or is it just little short clip things?
I think it just might be shorts.
I haven't seen it. Is it coming out this week or next week? We're going to get the Star Wars Summer Vacation Lego movie. You remember that? You remember the did you ever see that one? Also the Christmas one where they had the Christmas.
I don't think Halloween the Christmas one. I saw the Halloween one, but not the Christmas one.
Halloween one was garbage. The Christmas one was funny, but the Halloween one was really garbage. But they got a summer vacation one now. They got like Darth Vader and the Emperor out there on the beach, like kicking a volleyball. It looks like the Death Star and stuff. I was like, oh my god. so we'll see what I'll watch it and see if it's funny. But I was like, oh my god. But yeah, but with that said, guys, Austin, go ahead and shout out your channel one more time, and we'll close her up.
Yeah, I do a bunch of stuff on my channel: wrestling, talk movies, Marvel, DC, all that fun stuff. Yeah, but like I said, I've been working, so streams really have just been kind of hit and miss. So I'll probably, I do streams here and there. So if you just want to sub, go ahead. I do a bunch of gaming videos too. So check me out whenever you can. Jason, thanks for having me on, man.
Awesome, brother. And my man Erik down here, he's fixing to get his channel going. He got the Anything Goes show. Erik, tell him what it's going to be about.
Yes, random topics. Anything goes. I mean, from cooking to wrestling to cars, guns, whatever.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be awesome. You haven't got the website set up yet, right? The YouTube.
So he's
site.
gotta get my intro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when you get it, let me know. I'll get the link we can start putting the link out there if we can start getting some subs in there and all that. And we'll get your intro going, all that.
All right.
And we'll get it going, guys. Anything goes. He's gonna do some awesome things. I gave him some ideas, like maybe he'll dress up as a Star Wars character and he's gonna fix some meals and stuff. So we'll see what happens. But he'll be on here with the shows with me and Mike and stuff. So we'll get it going and all that. It's just getting the time and time to do stuff and all that. Especially with work and all that. Been just trying to get the different times to do it and all that. But we'll see what happens. My son's been playing football and all that too, so that's been taking a little time too. So all that. So, but guys, I think everybody's popped in. G Major, Big O. I seen Parrot Head, and anybody who's watching, hey, please subscribe, share, help us out, help Austin out, help. Like I said, when Erik gets his channel going, have it popped in there. We'll be doing multiple shows. We'll start trying to do weekly or every other week shows. Like I said, tomorrow night we'll try to do coffee break with Mike Stone. If he's not busy, but if not, it'll be back next Wednesday. So try to do that weekly and a couple other shows. We'll try to get it, and we're going to get us a wrestling show again. Probably after that Rubik's Cafe show, we'll probably get me, Erik, and I'll probably get Shauna here. He'll tell us how he got some autographs and all that. So if anybody's interested in autographs, we got the specialist on autographs. So we're going to tell how he sneaks in the locker rooms and all to get these autographs and stuff. Is that right, Erik?
Yep, that's right.
Chases down cars and all that to get that autograph. So he's our autograph specialist. So without that saying, guys, I appreciate it. Everybody have a great night. Enjoy the tacos for the next few hours. And we'll see you possibly tomorrow night, guys. Peace.